And yeah, I'm just kind of curious, does like anyone else that watches these videos feel the same way that I feel? Have they felt the same way that I felt? What did they do to get over these things like that, That's what today's video is about. Yeah. Because I'm gonna be uploading on my vlog channel. I took down every video I've made. I just want a fresh start, and I want a fresh start with everything, just to really like pivot into success and pivot into like becoming the person that I truly want to become, and to gain the right mind that I know I can obtain, if that makes sense. What I mean by that is like I'm trying to focus and trying to stay locked in, and I'm trying to like be comfortable with myself and doing things on my own, and just being very to myself, because the path that I'm on, no one else that I know is on, like I said in my last video. So it's just like hard being around like even family, my siblings. It's hard to be around them all the time and like be okay with everything, because the lifestyle that we're currently living is not a lifestyle that I ever want to live, and I don't know if that makes sense. It like might sound like I don't have any gratitude or anything. Like I know like where I'm at, I'm blessed to be where I'm at, but at the end of the day, it's like there's so much more in the world that I want to obtain. There's so much more success and happiness, and so much more to life. And I have a lot of things. My bad, I keep picking y'all up. I'm just like kind of trying to figure out what angle I want to have y'all at. And yeah, bro, I have a lot of things going on in my life, and I'm not going to talk about it too much because the worst of the worst has not happened. But let's just say there was an event that took place in my life recently, and it's really changed the way I'm looking at things. Like, you really only get to live today. So for me to live the life that I want to live, I have to get there quick, because we can all be gone tomorrow, And I've come to understand that I just need to be more grateful for life. But at the end of the day, I think truly being grateful for life is truly getting the full experience out of life. And yeah, I don't know if y'all agree or disagree, or if y'all went through these things on your path to success, but I just really want to know like if other people feel this same way that I feel, because I feel like the people around me are not people that benefit the life that I want to live in any way, shape, or form. And I know that might sound weird or might sound selfish, but at the end of the day, it's like the only person I could really be comfortable hanging out with is myself, because I understand where I'm going. I understand what type of life I want to live. So when I'm around all these people that are living like below bare minimum, or living a certain way, it just kind of bothers me. And sucks to say, that even is my family. And I don't know if that's weird or if that's messed up or what, but that's just how I feel truly. And I don't know if y'all have these same feelings or these same thoughts, or if you've had these same feelings or thoughts, but it's just like I want to live a nice lifestyle. I want to be successful. I want to be happy. And our current life is just not that. And I seem to be the only person that wants to pivot and move past all this, negativity that's going on in our life. So it's just kind of hard trying to navigate through this without hurting other people. It's hard out here, bruh. It's hard trying to be mentally sane on this path to success. It's hard trying to not hurt other people on this path to success. But it's just like, y'all couldn't even come to understand the amount of sacrifices that I've gone through mentally and on a daily basis, because no one else is on that same mind wave that I'm on in my current life. And it's just kind of sucks, but it's just like I think I truly am just better off being by my lonesome. And I want to do vlogs and stuff, and it'd be nice to have a cameraman or have like one of my siblings come record, but I can't truly be myself when I'm with them, if that makes sense. Like, I can't truly be myself when I'm with other people in general, you know? And it's like when it comes to family, I don't know if it's the same for y'all, but for me, I don't want to disappoint or hurt anyone's feelings. And at the end of the day, though, the truth is none of y'all really are on when I'm on. None of y'all want to do what I want to do. Y'all are just fine with being okay. And your version of okay is not okay to me, and that's just what I mean. It's like you really notice that you're really different mentally than the people around you when you're on this path to success, because your mindset just switches on, and you realize that you control your life and you have true value in life, and you could gain so much from life if you went out there and tried to obtain it. And if you went out there and locked in and focused and did what you wanted to do with your life, but then you're surrounded by people that don't seem to want that for you. And that to me is not the right people to be around. So I'm just very stuck in life because I don't know if I will hurt other people by being by myself or not wanting to hang out or talk to other people. But I really just realized like nobody else is on what I'm on. Nobody else is trying to obtain what I'm trying to obtain out of life. And I want to live this life fully understanding what life even is. And I haven't been able to do that. And I don't know if that's me being blind, but I feel like I've been open mentally and I've been open faithfully. All of those things, I've been open with everything and I've tried different things and, none of it seems to work. And all this talk on the internet about how you could do this to become successful, you could do that. It's like everyone kind of just is lying. And it's like weird because it's like, I'm trying to be successful. I'm trying to be happy. I'm trying to be rich. I'm trying to do all these things. And I know what I need to do to get there. But then I'm trying to get it done quick and I'm trying to get it done fast. And, you get kind of caught in the moment and then you end up having this flop. And then once you have that flop, you kind of just go like on your own kind of path of life. And I think that's what everyone that's on this path to success goes through. I don't know if y'all have gone through the same thing, but it's like you try something, you try to make things work. It doesn't work. Okay, what are we going to do to bounce back from that? We bounce back. Okay. Then you fall again, you keep getting up, and then eventually it makes it very hard for you to want to get up again. And I think that's where I've been at recently. It's like, I know what I need to do, but it's like hard to see myself living that. But everyone says that's the hardest step to make on this path to success, but that's the step that makes you different from everybody else. So I'm just willing to fully leap off and take that step, fully leap into this new life. But I'm still stuck, because of my own mental, because of my own overthinking. And, I'm out here in a new setting. I've never been over where I'm at right now. And it's kind of in the trenches, not going to lie, but this view is great. And I don't know if y'all can see it too well. I don't even know what that is over there. And then over behind these trees, you can see Fort Worth or Dallas. I'm not sure which one it is. But, yeah, it's a cool view. And I wanted to do a pod. I've been wanting to do a pod a lot, but I've been working, and that's what I mean. It's like, is all life is just working? No. So why am I doing that? That's what I really be thinking. Like, why am I doing it? And then it's like, I got no choice. I got a car to pay for. I got to feed myself. I got to make sure that everything is good. Okay, cool. Work now, and what? Make up for it later? Like, you feel me? I don't want to keep going through life just kind of mindlessly going through life. I want to go through life fully understanding and fully living life to the fullest, like when you're little and you don't really have a full-on conscious and reality of life, you're filled with joy, you're filled with like curiosity, all these feelings. And you notice when you watch these people on YouTube that are living the lifestyle that you want to live, you see that they have that same spark in their eye that you had when you were a little kid before you had to succumb to reality. But at the end of the day, reality is whatever you make it to be. So I know what my reality can become. It's just hard pivoting into that, and I don't know, I just kind of have these thoughts and I kind of beat myself up for having these thoughts, but at the end of the day I feel like they're valid thoughts. I feel like they're thoughts everybody that's on the path to success has. And I'm just trying to live a great life, and I'm trying to live my life to the fullest, and I can't do that with my current situation. I can't do that with my current people around me, and the only person that really could help me get to where I want to be is myself. So understanding that, I know what I need to do, but yet I still don't do it. And like, I just want to know if any of y'all have any advice on what to do to get past this like step, so I could take that next step to really become successful. Like, I really do want to lock in with content. I love doing content. I love vlogging, but my life at the end of the day currently is not anything special. I just go on drives when I'm not at work, and I go to the gym. And, don't get me wrong, the gym's nice. You go to the gym, you get a nice good pump. But at the end of the day, I see progress, but I'm not seeing the same amount of progress everyone else is. Like, multiple people at work have been like, oh, bro, you've been working out, you looking big, blah, blah, blah. I don't even see it. Like, that's what I mean. I'm so hard on myself, but it's because I know there's so much more that I could do. There's so much more that I can be doing. And there's so much more that I could get to. And all these people are just like not doing anything. So when they see someone doing something, they're just going to hype it up. And then I'm like, it blows my head up a little, but then it like deflates real quickly because I'm just like, y'all are just kind of not where I want to be, and y'all only think I'm doing a lot of work because y'all don't do any work. And if that's all the people around me, then was that me at one point? Is that currently me? No. So then it's like, then you kind of get stuck in this mental battle trying to understand, are you doing enough work? Are you doing enough? Are you enough? And it's like hard trying to understand these things because it's like, I don't really be feeling like I'm doing enough. I don't really be feeling like I know my purpose, but I do know my purpose. You're just not living your purpose. That's why you think that way. You know, you're just not where you want to be. That's why you think that way. You're seeing all these people live your dream life that you could go and live. So when you're watching all these people living your dream life, you're wondering what they did different. You're wondering what everyone else is doing that's getting them to become successful. But at the end of the day, this is your path to life. You don't want to live the same life that everyone else has. You don't want to live the life of the person you're watching. You want to live your own life. At least I would hope so. So if you want to live your own life, you got to go through life the way you want to go through life. You want to do the things that you want to do to become successful. And for me, that's doing content, doing these podcast episodes, doing vlogs, making clothes, all these things I love to do. But yet I'm stuck surrounded by people that don't want to do anything. So then when I feel like I'm being weird or I'm doing something wrong, everyone else is going to agree and like push you and try to brainwash you to make you think you're doing something wrong, but you're just doing more than they are. And that hurts them. That hurts people to see you doing better. That hurts people to see that you have a plan, especially if you're younger than them. And that's what I mean. I've come to realize that like a lot of people around me just don't want to support me or don't want to help me or won't ever really help me because they just can't understand where I'm going and what I wish to obtain out of life. So yeah, I'm just kind of talking, I'm just trying to really talk to y'all and let y'all know what I really go through and what I really think about. And that's really just what's been on my mind a lot recently. It's like, I know what I want. I know what I need to do. But yet I don't do it. And it's like it makes you feel so weak, and it makes you feel so unreal. And what I mean by it makes you feel so unreal, it just makes you feel like, what are you even doing? Like, what is life? And that's how I'd be feeling. I'd be like, what is life, bro? Like, what am I doing? Like, I could be doing so much more. I could really be where I want to be, but I just haven't taken the freaking steps to get there. And that's so irritating to like sit here and try to act like everything is good and everything is okay and trying to make everyone else happy when you're not happy at all, because you have so much potential and you have so much that you want to gain out of life, but no one understands and everyone's just trying to hinder you, and they don't even notice that they're hindering you. So then you feel really messed up. You feel like a piece of trash. I can't even cuss on here, but you feel like a piece of trash because you want to do more. Like, that's not right. And that's what I mean. Society has really made it wrong for people to want to be successful. Society has really made it wrong for people to want to be happy. But at the end of the day, we're just mentally different than these other people. So they don't like that. They're uncomfortable with seeing that. And they're mad because they can't become that. They can't become the person that you are becoming. They can't even think about the amount of success that you have thought about. So that's what I've come to realize. Like, no one's going to help you. No one's going to make you become successful. No one's going to really push you and really help you get out of your comfort zone. Everyone wants to keep you comfortable. And to me, that's wrong. And like, I would never do that to my friends. I would never do that to my family. But then like everyone around me does it to me. And I guess it's just because I'm just mentally wired different, because I have a true grasp of what I want to do with life and what I want to obtain out of life. So you got to always be on your purpose, but you got to understand what your purpose is. And that's what I mean. I've really been trying to understand what my purpose is. And I understand what my purpose is. Now I'm trying to live my purpose. But people around me just kind of make it hard for me to live my purpose. And it's not their fault. It's my fault for letting it happen. But at the end of the day, now that I'm not trying to let it happen, it makes me feel like a piece of garbage, bro. It makes me feel like I'm trash. And like I'm like so rude and so mean and so like so many negative things. But that's just your mind playing tricks on you, because your mind is comfortable where it's at. You got to break through that barrier. You got to take that step, take that lunge, take that leap. And that's what I've realized. I'm just going to take that leap, bro. I'm going to start just being by myself, because at the end of the day, I know where I'm going. And at the end of the day, no one's here with me. Nobody. Nobody's next to me. Nobody's next to me. Nobody is here with me, bro. Like, it's just me out here. It's just me having these battles mentally. There's nobody by my side to help me. There's nobody even trying to really help me. And if they are trying to help me, I do appreciate it, but you're not helping me in the way that I need to be helped. And that's what I mean. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like a lot of people are stuck around people that can't really push them or help them get to where they want to be with in life. And to be honest, that's just proof that you need to really do it yourself until you can find those people. And that's what I've come to realize. I've come to realize that I'm just on my own purpose of life. I'm on my own journey. No one else is going to understand it but me. And when I find people that do understand it, I'm going to really cherish those people. I cherish people now. So imagine when you find people that really, really are doing what you want to do, but you guys click and you guys really like can be great company to each other. I think that's truly like, just truly great. But it's truly great even being around people that aren't where you want to be. Because then you learn to love everybody, you know? And I've learned to love all these people around me, but at the end of the day, y'all are just not where I want to be. And it's like nobody's fault but mine. Like, yeah, it's my fault. It's my fault for thinking of what life has to offer. It's my fault for wanting to be successful. It's my fault for wanting to be rich. It's my fault for wanting to be happy. It's my fault for wanting to be at peace. It's my fault for not liking where I'm at, not liking the life that I live. It's my fault. But at the end of the day, God has made me this way for a reason. So who am I to not trust in God? Who am I to not live this life that God has given me the way that I have been wired to live? So I need to stop faking. I need to stop not even faking, because I'm not a fake person. Like, it's part of me being this person that I currently am. It's part of me. But I'm on this new journey, so I need to step into that new version of myself. And I'm that version of myself when I'm by myself. Like I said, if there were the right people, yeah, I would be like that around them. But at the end of the day, I can't, because coworkers, my family, you know, my friends, all these people, they're just not doing anything that relates to what I'm trying to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it makes me like the people that I'm around even more, if anything, because I'm like, you're not another version of me. You don't want to be around people that are just copy and paste versions of you. You want to be around people that are themselves. And that's why I love all the people around me, because they're all their authentic selves. But then I'm on this path and on this journey to become successful, to become rich, and to become happy. And not everyone else is living that life. And I want to be at peace, and I want to be free. And to be free, I want to gain financial freedom. And, you know, only 1% of Americans make over $1 million a year. To me, that's really not a lot of money. I'm trying to make even more than that a month. So it's like I'm really just mentally just wired differently than everyone around me. Even then, the stranger walking past you, you're wired differently. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's what makes me really love people, is the differences that everyone has. But at the end of the day, I need to just get around some like-minded people, or get around people that are way ahead of where I want to be. And, you know, talk to them and learn from them. And that's why I watch the people I watch on YouTube. That's why I take in the knowledge that I take in. That's why I read the books that I read. Because I know that these are people that have passed the limits of the mind that I cannot pass. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and talk to y'all today for this episode 23, I believe. You know, we've been pretty consistent, but we could go so much harder. And that, when I say we, I mean me and the whole Three Face community, man, whole Three Face family, all like 10 of y'all. How many ever of y'all that actually watch every episode? You know, there's like 2 people, 3 people probably, but I just want to say I appreciate y'all, because everyone that's here now is going to have to be here in the future, you know, because at the end of the day, we is going up. And that's what I mean. I've come to understand that I'm really going to be successful with this influencer thing. I'm really going to be someone that makes a impact on the YouTube community. So when I'm on this purpose of my life, not everyone's going to understand, and that's perfectly fine. And that goes the same for y'all. But yeah, if y'all heard anything that y'all have advice on in this episode, just let me know. I would love to hear what y'all got to say. If y'all disagree with the way I think, I would love to hear y'all opinion. But yeah, man, this is episode 23. This is the Real Talk Podcast, where real people talk about the real. And I'll catch y'all in the next episode. Peace out, y'all.